Hey ladies, I am going to give you a quick little walkthrough of how to use our Holy Grail and our party planning guide to help you have your parties hold. So on our Holy Grail on our Hot Pockets team page, the video that I'm recording right now is going to be called the Hostess Coaching Made Simple video. This video is going to walk you through the tools that are going to be right here on our Holy Grail, but also it's a great reference point of just an overview of what that partyplanning.pureromance.com website is going to be about. So at your one-on-one, you should have received a couple party kickoff forms and a couple 40 guess and 4-minute sheets. If you're unfamiliar with what those sheets are, at your one-on-one, it should have looked like something like this, where you have a party kickoff form. This is what you're going to keep on hand in a binder with sheet protectors to help you do your first phone call once you booked a party with someone. Doesn't matter if the party was at a party or outside of a party, we always encourage you to have a first hostess phone call to go over some of these details. Getting down like her street address, the time that the guests and you will be arriving, just ensuring what she wants to get out of the party. She can tell you a little bit about the guests for the party, picking a theme, if she has any questions, and what's on her wish list. This is a double-sided sheet of paper, so this is the back. And also you want to mention like how she gets hostess credits based off of what people buy. Once the party is actually over 250, she gets that free gift. Also too, that she knows that there's no men and no kids during the demonstration, but they can come home afterwards. And then also giving you some other tips like making sure that you enter in her party to the COO to create that shopping link. These extra suggestions over here, sometimes people do connect with their hostess one more time before the party does happen on the phone. Otherwise, you can just be sending her the text messages, which I'll be showing you here today. This is some great after party follow-up, so make sure that you do check that out as well once that party has held. Also, at your one-on-one, you should have received what's called a 40 guests in 4-minute sheet. This is what I have on hand at parties to give to guests once they book a party at a party. Personally, I do not mail these to any hostesses, but when I do that first phone call, and if she did not get one of these sheets at a party because she booked outside of a party, I'm just going to tell her by tonight, by midnight, I want you to create a list of 40 people that we're going to invite to your party. I know 40 sounds crazy, but only half of those 40 people actually show up, and only half of those 20 will only half of those 40 will RSVP. Only half of those 20 will actually show up. So typically our average head count is about 6 to 8 people, but it really starts with inviting 40 people. So do you have a moment by midnight tonight to write down a list of 40 people on a piece of paper or electronically? She'll generally say yes. And then I tell her, great. When you are done with your list, take a picture, send it to me, and we're going to get you a bonus item at your party. My bonus to my hostesses is just an extra 20 or 30% off any one item. This is separate from her hostess credits, something that's not combined together. If you don't want to be tied into like giving her a specific discount, you could just say, once you take a picture, send it to me, we'll get you a bonus the night of your party. That bonus could be a mini travel-sized item. It could be a discount. It could be a foil pack. It is totally up to you what that bonus would be. But the bonus is really helping her fill out this list and really dangling the carrot so she is motivated to do it. So once you have those two sheets, again, the party planning kickoff form, I keep on my end in a binder with laminated sheet protectors of all of my hostesses. And then the 40 guests in 4 minutes sheet, I keep about 10 on hand per party just in a folder. The Party Planning Guide website is a great website to give you some nice troubleshooting tips. It's got some great verbiage. Some of the verbiage is very similar to what's on the Holy Grail, but I just want to kind of give you guys a quick little overview here as well. It does have some really great, bonuses or FYIs or troubleshooting tips on the column here on the side. This is going to tell you, okay, now that you're going to do your first phone call, what does that look like, which I just mentioned. So this is where it's talking about those roadblocks and things like that, which is really great. So again, this is just walking you like the written version of exactly what I just kind of said, finding out why she wants to have the party, etc. So then it's going to kind of go into talking to you about a little bit of online invites, and that's totally up to you. Some consultants do a Facebook and they do, evites and they do media center with a cute little picture sent to their hostess. I personally just like to keep things super simple and I just do a Facebook invite and then also through texting as well, giving her scripts to make that successful. Here is the next tab here for hostess connections. Using the terminology that you guys are business partners, remembering her why. And then this is another example of like the final call. I personally don't do the final call, but there are some consultants who do a final call with their hostess just to make sure that their party's still on, just to make sure that, she's still excited. I personally just do a lot of texting, which I'm going to show you guys that here in a moment. So you can do the final call and do texting. It is totally up to you, but making sure that you are staying in contact with your hostess is extremely important. Generally a party would cancel if it's just one phone call and then the day of the party you show up. So we definitely want to make sure we coach her. So that's where these text messages to your hostess are going to come into play. This is going to walk you through text number 1 all the way through text number 6 here of some different tips to give to your hostess. I have an Android, so I schedule these. I do about 2 per week if it's a month out. And making sure that you just read through all of these because there are some scripts in this very first one for your hostess to reach out to her friends. And there's spots here where you can enter in your date and your time for the party and also your party link as well. I did include in the comments section here a little bit of some more detail as to like the bonuses, why we want to really encourage, to give and dangle more carrots to your hostess to make her work a little bit more. That will ultimately help in you putting more profit into your pocket and having more butts in the seats, doing the exact same thing if you only were to have, let's say, 2 people showing up at the party. Also back on that Holy Grail, we have a section here for what to put in the details of the Facebook event. This is going to be from right here all the way down to right here is what I copy and paste and I put to each Facebook event. I actually make a copy or a fake Facebook event for every single month and then I just duplicate that event. It's really easy. I just already have a cover photo on it and all the details are the exact same. All that I have to change is the hostess's name here and then her party link and then my name would just be down here, always the same. And then the start time, like let's say if it's a 12:30 or a 6:30 party, that's the only other thing that I ever have to change. Also, too, we have some more details down below explaining a couple of these other bonuses like bringing a purchasing guest, getting a free gift. Back on the Holy Grail, we have what to post to your Facebook events. So this is also super important for your launch party, but also all parties that you have booked. So we want to make sure that we post about 2 times a week to these parties because that's really going to encourage that your guests know exactly what they should be knowing for that party. Anywhere from like what to bring to the party, that they can bring guests, that you are offering, bonuses, introducing yourself. So it's just going to say like changing out the picture, what type of products we're going to check out, booking bonuses that you are hiring, also to leave the kids and men at home, shopping is confidential, and an extra really fun bonus to like register for a door prize. You guys can check that out. And also too, just like a thank you and telling your guests how much like they would have made if they were the consultant. So another option for you to plant seeds. So the really cool thing is that this is just a copy and paste. I literally copy and paste the exact same thing for every single party, and I like to keep it super simple. Also here, you're going to see that we have cover photos, and that's the same for your launch. It's all going to be under the albums underneath cover photos. There's a lot of different themes here. So there's anything from like spring to summer to winter to the 4th of July to Halloween to even the couple photos for your launch party here, like Fiesta Friday, Wine Wednesday, Taco Tuesday, Margarita Monday. So some really fun options here. And then last but not least, if you have any questions about how to ensure that your parties are holding or how to read what I like to call pink flags of like maybe a hostess who is not really doing her due diligence to really help make this party possible or make it a great party, please reach out to your sponsor to really let her know what questions you have. And we are here to help you make the best for each party.